Looked at after the game, it was direct contact, right shoulder to the head of Cameron Murray. He's had to leave the field. And as they go downfield, they earn themselves a penalty, a strip from Queensland. In good field position, certainly in range for that man, Nathan Cleary. And New South Wales with an opportunity to steal early points here.
Yeah, good decision, because you think about this first 10 minutes, a couple of errors from both teams, trying to find their rhythm, but defence has been the outstanding part of both teams. Tino Fa'asuamaleaui, Jake Trbojevic leading for both teams, so points might be worth their weight in gold early on.
Funny, we spoke about this game in the build-up, and you think, well, Queensland are going to be better. A lot of cohesion there. There's been minimal changes for New South Wales. Well, it'll probably be their best 20 minutes, knowing how important this game is. Both sides, you can feel the tension. You can feel it in Queensland, how important this game is to win the series. And for New South Wales, the series on the line, they have to win. Both sides' attack has been a little frantic early. Pressure.
On much of an angle from 30 metres out, no problem for Nathan Cleary. And he puts New South Wales on top in game 2.
Oh, he's not happy, Nathan. He wants a different tee, yeah. They brought out a real low tee, and it looked like he was in discussions there with Hayden Knowles, the trainer, as Billy Slater already going through his plan. And Nathan Cleary clearly not happy with the kicking tee there.
When you're ready, Val. Stay behind, guys.
Billy Slater, 31 games for Queensland as an Origin player, and a winner first up as their new coach in game 1 in Sydney. A dream start for him, and what a dream it would be. They could wrap up the series here, and perhaps even better still, wrap it up in game 3 in a live game at Suncorp Stadium in front of the faithful.
Wherever it happens, just wrap it up, Warren. Wrap it up.
I thought you might say that, Cooper. Here is Payne Haas to play it, just outside the New South Wales 10. It's Tupou, met there by Kaufusi. Underneath was Lindsay Collins. It's been massive for Queensland in past Origins coming off the bench, and the starting role tonight. Now a shift. Here's Burden. Bit of room to move. Gagai there, wrapping him up with some help from Selwyn Cobbo. Comes back to Brian To'o. He runs at Cobbo, and they'll play it here back at the halfway line. Good meters from inside their own 20 for New South Wales. Isaiah charging hard. Picks up plenty of meters. Ran for 100 still in game 1 for the Blues, despite the early collision with Papali'i, as Cleary kicks from just outside the Queensland 40. Pressure here on Ponga. Burton was coming quickly.
That's better.
Ponga did well to make the catch.
Yeah, and it started with Payne Haas getting in the roads of the men trying to put pressure on Nathan Cleary. Those little efforts that were missing in game 1. Cleary nails his kick. Nice and deep on Kalyn Ponga. And now Queensland still meters off their line. Trbojevic is into him.
Getting through an enormous amount of work early on. So many tackles, Jake Trbojevic. Here is Hunt under pressure.
Here we go, Warren.
Tackle's gone.
He's up
Here
and
we
about.
go.
He's
And
up and about.
Queensland only just outside their 10. Munster will kick early. Another charge down. Bounces back to Ponga. He was almost away from that man, Trbojevic. Munster was there in support. What a let-off for the Maroons.
Yeah, we didn't need that. It was a brilliant defensive set. They had them only 10 metres off their line. They just needed to allow him to kick the footy. We would have caught it on halfway. And now a penalty on the back of it.
Slow on the ground.
And Queensland, gee, what a moment that is.
Jerome. Tino. Back away, guys.
Flare
Over
up
here,
here, a
police.
play the ball penalty given away by New South Wales, when there was so much talk in the build-up to this game about winning the ruck, controlling the ground, and doing better to slow Queensland down, as they felt the Maroons did to them in game 1. It's a fine line, though. You really test the patience of the referee, and Ashley Klein blows the whistle here.
Mark that down your book, the 14th minute mark. New South Wales had Queensland under all sorts of pressure.
Yeah.
They get the ball back and then a penalty. Let's see what Queensland can do here.
A couple of chances already at this end of the field for no results, as Collins gets them going to begin this set of 6. Hunt finds Cherry Evans. Options out the back in both Papali'i and Fa'asuamaleaui.
He's been terrific, Tino, for Queensland.
Deep on this right-hand side, Cherry Evans sees Luai, can't wrap him up though. Cherry Evans spins away from both him and Martin.
Gee, the conditions playing a factor, aren't they? Really slippery at ground level.
Hunt will come to Kalyn Ponga on this right-hand side, grabbed there by Payne Haas, the man he burnt. Set up a try, Valentine Holmes in game 1. Papali'i hopping on one leg, takes it down to the New South Wales 10. Maroons with one more play in this set. Hunt for Cherry Evans, pushing through. Cobbo was there. It's a very good kick, bounced by Cobbo.
Yeah, he's lost it there, Cobbo.
What a reprieve for New South Wales.
I have no shot. Confirm there is a knock off.
Allowing the ball to skid underneath him.
Doesn't knock the ball on in between.
It was a beautifully weighted kick from Cherry Evans, and plenty of Blues defenders around it. He's in great position, To'o. And he just sneaks on the outside. To'o loses sight of where he is.
There's no touch from New South Wales.
And a chance for Queensland. No, Selwyn Cobbo.
Queensland knock on the ball in the in-goal.
Chance gone biggie.
You talk about the conditions. It's like that ball just skipped on itself and went low underneath To'o.
It was Crichton, one of those many Panthers in this game tonight, playing it as it goes to another one in Martin. Legs tackled there by Collins. Quick play the ball by Martin though. Cleary with some room to move will find Luai. Last play and he runs a long way before he puts up a middling kick coming forward. Cobbo makes an easy catch and they'll begin already outside their 30. As opposed to Luai perhaps rolling it in towards the in-goal area and making Queensland bring it off their own line.
Yeah, Brad Fittler watching on closely. He had ample time, didn't he, to get his kick right there. Jerome Luai probably too long. Overthought it, just didn't get the right purchase on it. Too shallow, and now Queensland with Hunt out of dummy half now up over the halfway line.
Almost away, grabbed there by Crichton. Over there on the right-hand side alongside Liam Martin. Back rowers together. Something you don't see much of in the modern game. As Carrigan will play it here. Hunt goes to the short side. Munster, another high ball. It's a bomb fest to begin here in Perth tonight. I guess it's fitting in the AFL City as Tupou makes the catch. He could play somewhere in the forward line for the Eagles or the Dockers potentially. Here's Crichton going backwards. Strong tackle there from Hunt and also Collins.
He's a great defender, Ben Hunt. I love when he plays in the middle. He's so courageous, gets up strong, just hits under the ball. This is a good sign. Cameron Murray looks to be clear to come back into the game.
The New South Wales bench, no dramas, as you suggested, Mick. He's past the HIA. Cameron Murray will be back in the contest sooner rather than later. Haas playing plenty of minutes again in this opening half for New South Wales. Burden here, his first clearing kick of the game. Didn't quite strike it the way he would like. One of the more easier catches you'd see from a Burden kick for Kalyn Ponga here.
Love it. Yep, he's got one of the best boots in the game, probably the longest, Matt Burton, and just helping out Nathan Cleary. Driving tackle here, Jake Trbojevic just goes a little over the horizontal on Selwyn Cobbo.
Okay, let's go, Dally. Time
I don't
back
think there's
on.
too much in it. Just gets underneath him.
Cobbo is, of course, also trying to find the ground in the contact there, which accentuates the angle of the tackle. Penalty, and no more for
They can't
Jake
keep doing this,
Trbojevic.
Warren. They just keep gifting Queensland field position at the moment.